Hey everyone, it's Jonna the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I want to start out this stream by saying welcome. If you are new to my channel, I would appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you're enjoying content. And I also would like to thank you for being here. I thought this was being recorded and scheduled for tomorrow. I don't know why I have one viewer, so apparently it's not being scheduled for tomorrow. So here we are. I am doing a little tour of some journals that I am doing a drop sale for. And if you're interested, down in the comment section, you will see my email address. And then you can just email me on which one you are interested in. I am doing a series. I did a series of these travel books. I'm calling them travel activity books because I created one for myself. And what I based it on was when I was younger, there was a TV show I used to watch. It was based out of Boston, Massachusetts, called Zoom. And Zoom offered a book like this. And so I decided to do my take on it with a twist of junk journaling. And so I'm just going to do a quick run through of each one. And it has little activities to do in it. This is perfect to take on the go. Each journal is going to come with a packet of items that I will send you. And each one's just, they have the same items, but maybe just a little bit different, pictures and things like that in it. So this first one is a Charlie Brown one, and I just love it. I did add some fabric to the front, and the back I added paper to because it had some print there that I wasn't really interested in. And I did a 3-ring binding system. And the reason why I did this system was because you can take things in and out. You can move them around as you travel. You can punch holes in items and stick them in here. For this is a journal that you take on the go with you as you're traveling. And there's all kinds of little activities in here and things like that. And it has like a child's bingo thing. I put in this little instructions on how to make one of these little I forgot what these were called now. You just go like this with them. They used to be like fortune tellers, but I don't know what they were actually called. So I included one in here, and then this shows you kind of how to do it. So I gave you instructions on how to do your own. And then you'll have a wipe off board so you can write your notes on here, and then you can always wipe them off. You will need to have your own marker though, but you can just use, they'll come off with washable markers, so it's not a big deal, or if you have a dry erase marker, that'd be great. This has like chalkboard. And then in this one, there's mixed pages of the book pages. I added these in to the journals because this is my everyday journal that I'm using. This one right here, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And they are so much fun to add journaling to. And they're so colorful. So I did put some of these in the book. You'll have pocket pages that you can add your pictures to or ephemera. And then there's little note things to take notes on. There's a little camping Woodstock. Then you'll get, each book has a different activity. This one has making rock animals and planters and things. And so in here, you'll not only get the instructions, but you will get the items, not the rocks. You have to find your own rocks. But I put in googly eyes and string and toothpicks and little pom-poms. And then you'll have to have your own glue. And then there's tons of paper in here for writing. There's just fun, inspirational photos that you can journal on. There's some paper doll outfits if you want to add them to your own body. Those are always fun. Or you can use magazine images or draw your own person behind them. So there's 2 outfits here. Plus I gave you some pattern girls out of my vintage pattern book. And you can move them around and put them down as you wish. And then I put in some fun vintage magazine images. So this one's at the beach. I thought this was so cool, such a cool setup. This just reminded me of my oldest sister, Darcy. I could so see her doing that. But you can add your own photo, or you could add a pattern girl to the photo. I love doing that. I do that in my own journals. So that's another activity. And then also you can open this up and this flips down and it has like different, outdoor things that you can journal on. There's a index card divider. There's an expense sheet so that you can keep your expenses. I love keeping my expenses in this because when I travel, it's fun to go back. I had found a travel log from someone from back in the 1920s, and I loved seeing how much they spent as they journaled. Like they went to a restaurant and then they'd put like what they spent at that restaurant, like a hamburger was 10 cents. It was just fun to see it, Here's butterfly, flips open. There's all kinds of like travel ads and more paper you can write on. I put like cars, so feel free to like cut the car out, put your little photo in here, put it down on another page. This has some puzzles in it, so it's got crossword puzzles, jumble, word find. Here's a little vintage ad. You can just put in whatever talk bubble you want there. Like, aren't I stunning? This is just a sack in case you want to add your receipts or any ephemera along the way. There's scrapbook paper, and then there's this weekly grocery list and menu. So you could put, if you have to buy groceries on your trip at all. I have lots of vintage, like I said, camping and summary type things. Motivational quotes. I put in lots of little vintage images. So you can move these around however you want. They're clipped in. There's this acetate sheet and some more ledger, some writing paper, and this is just another ad that's tucked in there, and here's one here too. And then this is a little pocket back here. It has activity pages actually in it, so you can do some of these activities if you want. And then these are out of the original book. So like travel, gas stations, you could put the price of gas here if you wanted to, whatever you want to journal. If your car breaks down on your trip, which I hope doesn't happen, some more of that continuation sheet. And then I put in mixed media paper that you could watercolor on, collage on. And then I had these 2002 commemoratives. They're actually those old, these are stamps, but they were based on the old postcards. And so I thought this could be fun. So say you go to New York, you check that off. You go to North Carolina, you check that off, North Dakota. So I thought that'd be fun. You could even go to the post office and get a state stamp or have them stamp it. If you take your journal into a post office, they will stamp your journals. I've done that all over the world. It's really fun. Then I gave you some sheets to just make journaling on, put your pictures. There's some more activity pages in here to keep you busy. This is another activity. This is 9 Men's Morris. It's a board game. So you would take one of these pieces of paper that I put in here, the blank pages, and you're going to make yourself a board. And I gave you the 2 sets of buttons that you need and the directions to play. So that's another little game that you can play on the road. And then there, of course, there's this little truck camper. Some more games, and then some more of these fun Dr. Seuss pages that you can journal on. Lots of space to journal. And then there's these are an activity. So, and this is an activity too. So it says draw your most expensive piece of clothing. And then this one is showcase a gloriously glammed out disco ball. So there's things that you can, sketch and stuff on. These are those fun. Which one do you see? Do you see faces or a vase? And then this one too. So lots of fun activities to just, have fun. Presidents of the United States, their date of birth. And then there's this sheet that protector. You could put like a map in there or anything else. Are you looking up or down into the box? So this is another one of those optical illusion pages. I put some fun little Garfield cartoons in here. Then there's this little activity coloring page from children's book. There is some map that's fun. This is another wipe off, so you can use this as a wipe off board, and also it has like mini mazes. So even if you're like you're driving or you're flying and you take this with you, you can pull these out. You could give it to your kid to do things that fly. These make great little gifts. What doesn't belong. So these are out of old Highlight magazines, and then more out of this book. Here's some more. This is the What's Wrong out of a Highlight magazine. So much fun. And I can do this, so it gives you, a little activity, and then lots of pages in here. Dot to dot, dot to dot. Here, this is mixed media watercolor paper. And so again, you could watercolor, draw, journal, do some collaging, summer fun. Here's a little cookout. And then I put in a pattern pocket. So you could tuck whatever your receipts or little ephemera pieces and slide that in. And then when you get home, you could tape it in. Here is Coco Chanel. A coloring page. Some scrapbook paper. Feel free to use the scrapbook paper, or you could pull it out, tear it up, collage with it. These are always fun to add. You could take some of these out, make some fun things, put them somewhere else. So there's a sheet of yearbook, out of the yearbook, and then again more expenditures. So it's kind of split up into 3 sections. Here's another outdoor scene that you could put yourself in, or one of those pattern girls, or outdoor scenes. Those are fun. And then you have some heavy scrapbook paper and a solid. This is one of those magic eyes, so you stare at it and you're supposed to be able to see, something else comes forward. So just another fun activity. And this one too. And then this one had in it they all come with some kind of sticker. So you'll have stickers that you can pull off and put anywhere in here that you want. These are Peppa Pig. And then there are some more of the Disney ones back here. So these are from the Disney, kind of had to do with the travel, the truck, car thing in here. This is from this book. Here's another one of those pocket pages. And then something else to color, although they are doing, this is actually quilling, but you could color it, cut it, whatever you want to do. It's your little book to do with. And then, this is where, okay, so this is from a book where you fill this all out and then you rip it up. So you're supposed to destroy it after you're done. So you just like put everything, your thoughts and all that, or you could always just glue it onto that page so nobody sees it. But it's just for you to see. It's just kind of fun. This is an activity book page. And then this is stencils. This is summer, so it's got seashells and boats. So what you end up doing is you cut out all the black parts, and that will give you a stencil. So that's another activity that you can do. And then you have a road trip bingo back here. So as you're going on your road trip, you can just slide that over. Those are your markers, and play that game while you're traveling. And then I put in the back this so that you can add extra pages to it, right? So you just punch a hole, poke a hole, and put your extra pages back here, or ephemera, or whatever you want to put back there. So this one is called Cars, Trains, and Other Things That Move. That's Charlie Brown. Then this is very similar. Oh, the Places You Go. I have it kind of set up the same. So you get some pattern girls. It has this, you get the little, whatever that thing was called, little fortune teller. And then it has mixed pages in here too with the Charlie Brown pages. It's got the Peppa Pig. So everything it has the same things in it, just different images. So similar activities. The activities in this book are a little bit different. Let me see. But you have the, oh, okay, here they are. So you also get the doll, the paper doll clothes. And then in here, I gave you, this is your activity. So you're going to make these little puppets. So in here, you'll get yarn, you get the paper straws and the yarn to make them with. And then you can just cut up paper in here to make their clothes with, or anything like you find on the way. So that's one activity in here. But see, it has everything that the other one has, just different, just a little bit different images. This is a pocket. Again, you can take out. Has an outdoor tea party activity with strawberry cooler. Just fun vintage images. Oops. Whoops. She's got a little bent. That, again, that has like the word jumble and scrapbook papers and coloring pages and ads, and has, oops. So that is in this one. Has fun little ads in here. This one has a little booklet in it called Summer Sociables. How cute this is to cut up and use in here. Oh my goodness. Just a little pamphlet. Again, it has more ads out of vintage magazines. This is another pocket. It has one of those letters. You get an award. This one has the whale instead of the other one has a butterfly. This one has a whale in it. This is one of those magic eyes. So I'm going through it really quickly so you just kind of see. This has the stencil. This one has a postcard you can mail yourself and has a cute little coupon. And then this has that same road trip bingo in the back. This also has Garfield. That's what I was telling you. It has like it has the same thing, just different images or different, little bit different activities. Stickers, the paper, the commemorative stamps. Oh yeah, this one has for an activity in here, and I did use hole reinforcers to help. You get the graph paper because right here you're going to play this game. It's called Battleship, so it tells you how to do it, and then you use the graph paper. So that's your second activity in this book. And this one is called Oh, the Places You'll Go. The next one is called My First Golden Dictionary. Oh my goodness, this one's so much fun. It's nice and tall. It's a little bit taller than the Dr. Seuss one. And then that's the inside. I just left the inside. I thought she was funny. She's missing a shoe. She's just fun. This has the license plate bingo, it's called. So you find different things, different states, license plate, and you can pull that out. Writing paper. So this is, again, same thing, just different images, but same items are in here. There's that letter you write yourself and tear it up. And that, and it has the pocket pages in it. This one has the word jumble and the word find. It has your daily ledger. And then this also has some of the Snoopy pages. It has a card that you can send, a sticker, and Snoopy, Camping Snoopy, because, you know, everybody's got to have Camping Snoopy. Oh, this has the stencils. Those are the stencils. So again, you cut out the black part, or you just use it like it is. The butterflies, and then this is the butterfly page. Quilled. Tells you how to do quilled animals. The divider. Some retro images. Again, you can put a pattern girl in these or put yourself in there. I love doing that. I love doing that. It's got scrapbook paper to tear up or use the way it is. You can, okay, this is the activity for this one. It was making yarn dolls. So you'll get this yarn to create a yarn doll. And then this has a pocket in it with more vintage magazine images. And then this is the pattern pocket to put whatever you want in there. And then you have that. Then you have this scene. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's wonderful. Watch it snow. You could do animal. That's how you do animal wall shadows. You remember doing that as a kid? Then you have bedside intercom, so you could do it with a toilet paper roll. So just fun scrapbook paper. And then these are these also, even though they're a month or whatever, but you can just compose a pizza with 4 toppings you hate. Of course, mine would be anchovies and pineapple. Who is the funniest person you know? What 3 objects symbolize childhood to you? Illustrate 1 item you purchased today. So that's another activity pages you can sketch out and do. And then we've got fun at the county fair, which I'm so upset that there's no cotton candy in that picture. You could put yourself sitting here. So take a photo of yourself, crop yourself out, and set you in that setting. This is a wipe off board. You can use the washable markers, or you can use the dry erase. These are the ones that are like the optical illusion ones that are in the other books I showed you. These are the ones that are in here. Rose periwinkle. There's a sack in here. Trees. If you see trees along the way, you can write how to identify them. Scrapbook paper. Okay, here are the girls. And then here are your paper dolls that you can use. Paper doll clothes. And then here are some fun activities you can do. Here's just a fun photo. Here's some what's wrong. I love the what's wrong. I used to love doing these from the highlights magazine. So I did add those in, some things up, so you can do that activity. Here's another. Here are some Garfield pages you can read. Here's a little postcard that you could color in. And sketching pages and coloring pages and activities. And this is one of those magic eyes. So you stare at it and let your eyes rest and see what shows up, or if nothing shows up, cut it and use it as collage. You want to work on your math skills? Here you go. And there's a page protector to add whatever you want in here. And then here's another fun activity. Some activity pages to color. Here's your sticker page for the Peppa Pig. So each one has a Peppa Pig sticker page. Some more things. Here's the commemoratives. So you can, again, like I said, cross them off. Or if you go to any of these states, go to a post office and they will stamp it for you. Fun little activity there. And then this is one of those children activity that you can read where it says the sun had not yet peeped over the tops of the trees. I love those. I don't know what those are called. And then here's a map. This is almost like Tyvek, so it's good to know in case you need something like that. And then we have watercolor, heavy duty paper in the back that you can collage on. You have the sunny flowers. This is wipe off also. You can draw yourself on here. And then you have this in the back. So each book gets one of these in the back that you can later on add your ephemera to, or however you want to do it, add calendar pages. And those are the 3 books. So you're just going to put, if you want, the Charlie Brown, the Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You Go, or if you want the little golden, my first golden dictionary, just put that in, send me an email to thepreppycraftygirl@gmail.com, and you will get a book and a packet. So in the packet, like I said, each one's just a little bit different of what you'll get, and some items are already in your book and some are in the packet. So just look through. You'll get extra stickers, you'll get some tickets, you'll get a vintage Holiday Inn at Cocoa Beach postcard, you'll get a little you get some journaling cards, you'll get a couple of these little scraps things, clusters I put together for page edges. This sticks, so you could put this in and put your journaling on or whatever. Then you get some bigger journaling cards, some activity, then you can have a recipe. So if you go to somebody's house and they have a recipe, it's a great place to just jot it down real quick. Or if you make something and you want to give it to somebody else, this is another thing. Or just use it as a journaling spot. There's some dimensional stickers. I made a sheet of this scrappy fabric, so you can cut them, use them as tabs, put them on page edge, do it as a belly band. A vintage yo-yo. I put a pack of little page tabs, so you can add the page tabs to it. And then there's all kinds of little fun cutouts and images, all kinds of little kid images, fun little images to add. There's this true value page, some book images. You'll get a milk pog. And then this, okay, these are fun. I use these all the time. These are just really simple little, the page reinforcer backgrounds, but if you put it down, you can ink over it. You can draw in the circles if you want. So I just threw it in there just because the paint won't stick to it, and you could use it as a stencil. Then you'll get a sheet of, it's cut in half, but you'll get a sheet of numbers and alphabets. You will get some journaling prompt pages and some more little fun little games. You'll get Mad Libs. I don't know if you guys remember doing Mad Libs back in the day. This is from the 1980s. They're so much fun. And these are like road trip, kind of like saving gasoline. So they're kind of road trip themed. I put in a postulette, so you can send yourself a letter. I do that a lot of times. I send myself postcards from all over, so I get the stamp on it. So the places you go. Then there's like different vintage ads that you could add. A little card. You get some of this, strawberry lemonade. And then there's some paper I dyed with that egg dye. Another little ledger card, some flowers that you could cut out or just use it like it is. Collage, there's a bird, and then there's some kind of travel related music paper. So you will get these. Like I said, the 3 packets are just going to come random, and they are I think there's one that I already put some of the stuff, the little golden book one isn't going to have as much in it because it's already in the book. I had already stuck the stuff in the book, and then I sewed it up, and I was like, oh man, I forgot to take it out of the book. So there's a couple of things that from this you won't see in here is actually in the book. So there is that. And I will stitch this up, and these will come with your craft activity book. So anyway, so like I said, shoot me an email if you're interested. They're $55 plus shipping. I can get them out to you really quickly, and I hope you enjoyed going through my craft activity book. And I will sing the outgoing song to the Zoom. It's write Zoom ZOOM box 350 Boston, Mass. 02134. Send it to Zoom. I don't know if that takes you back to your childhood, but it does me growing up outside of Boston. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.